Marcus McDonald, what were you doing? I was out last night. Wasn't out last night, but a friend of mine was playing a gig and I went to go and support him. So I didn't catch the Paddy Donovan Lewis Crocker fight until this morning. I've seen all the hoopla and all the drama and all that on social media, so I decided to watch it myself. And you know what? I feel for Paddy Donovan. I really, really do. I mean, you go through all them 10-week camp, biggest fight of your career, never been a dirty fighter leading up to the Lewis Crocker fight. Never, I don't think he's been done up to the point. I don't know that I can remember. And then to lose a fight like that, and I know Lewis Crocker very well as well, so to win a fight like that won't sit nice for Lewis. I'm pretty sure he would want to win that fight in the right manner. Do you know what I mean? Again, it's a tough one for me because I know Paddy and I know Lewis, and I've been at the start of their careers when they both turned pro. I've been in Vegas with Paddy. I've been in the gym with Lewis. So, you know what? This isn't Lewis's fault, okay? I think Marcus McDonald had an absolute nightmare last night. I think that when you look at Lewis Crocker, right, he likes to come in and close that gap without throwing a punch. So he leans in. As long as you lean in with your head and your hands like this, right, and you're not sort of leaning in with your head like that, I don't think they've done that. I think that happens in boxing all the time. Boxers know this. Boxing know that. But Paddy obviously got deducted the 2 points. And then the shot after the bell. You watch, there's a video, I'm going to try and add it here. Watch how far Marcus McDonald is before the bell rings. Do you know what I mean? He's so far away. Normally when you hear the 10-second clacker, 90% of referees are poised, ready to jump in and put their arm in like that. Marcus McDonald was about 6 feet, 8 feet away from that. And when a boxer is in mid-combo, do you know what I mean? The bell can ring, ding, 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 and that's already coming, and you know what I mean? You're a fighter. I just think that the referee had a nightmare. And the thing that boxing that rubs me up the wrong way with boxing as well is we won't hear from Marcus McDonald. We won't understand any of the reasoning as to why he did what he did last night. We won't hear it. A boxer, a manager, a trainer, a promoter, after the fight, within 20 minutes of that final bell ringing and the scorecards or whatever happening, the boxer is in front of the camera, in front of millions and thousands, millions probably, to tell us what went wrong or what went right. The raw emotion is there. Marcus McDonald will jump on a plane, go home, and it'll be forgotten about. There's no way of getting him to say, like, why were you standing 8 feet away when the clacker went? You should be poised, ready to jump in. As soon as that final bell, if he had jumped in like that, the combo wouldn't have landed probably. But he was so far away. I think he had an absolute nightmare. And I feel for both fighters. Again, I hear people saying that Lewis was looking for a way out and this, that, and the next thing. But Lewis is a fighter, man. I know him. And maybe the headbutts were getting to him. He had a nasty little cut on his eye as well. So, and I know Lewis, he's a tough man. So I know he would probably want to right this wrong and go out and try and get that win in the right manner. Billy Nelson's the same. They're boxing men. But I feel for Paddy Donovan. I really, really do. The referee robbed him last night. I think he did. But again, there's so many flip sides. If he'd been warned twice, should Paddy maybe have been more cautious in his approach? Maybe. But again, you're talking about a fighter in the biggest fight of his career in a hostile crowd. You've got this all-Irish clash. Sometimes, you know what I mean? You've got to understand where a fight is coming from. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can say, oh, you've been warned twice, take a backward step. But if you take that backward step, then you're going to let Lewis Crocker in the ascendancy and you might get hurt. It's just one of them ones where I feel for both fighters in a sense. I just feel like the referee should have some explaining to do. I think Marcus McDonald there should be some sort of, I don't know if you call it a tribunal or I don't know. Something needs to be done because referees and judges are getting away with this nonsense left, right and centre. I'm going to do a video on Tank Davis and Lamont Roach because I watched that fight as well. Tank took a knee beginning of round 9, I think it was it? Yeah, round 9. and went to his corner and got wiped down by the towel. That's a disqualification. If anything, he took a knee. There's a 10 count. That's a knockdown. It doesn't make any sense what these referees and judges are doing. The referees need to explain why would you, why explain this to me. Explain it. It doesn't make any sense. And you know what? Like I said, I feel for Paddy Donovan. You've seen his emotion last night. Lewis Crocker as well. I'm pretty sure that it's not his fault the way he won the fight. It is what it is. It is what it is. Like I say, my heart goes out to Paddy, and I know as I know Lewis will want to probably get that win the right way. So the immediate rematch makes sense. I think Eddie wants to see it, and it's good to see. But the immediate rematch, I agree with 100%. Paddy looked phenomenal last night. Do you know what I mean? He looked good, and Andy Lee's been telling me for years since we were in Vegas with Tyson Fury, and Paddy used to come along and do the camps with Tyson with Andy Lee, and yeah, Andy Lee's been saying for a long time that Paddy's a talent and a world champion in the making, but I think that I just think that Marcus McDonald needs to explain something. We need to find out what the heck that was all about last night. We really, really do. Both fighters were coming in with their heads almost like this, and only one fighter was warned. Paddy's not a dirty fighter. Look at his last few fights. He's not a dirty fighter. He isn't. And it just seemed very, very strange. Very strange from Marcus McDonald. But let me know what your thoughts are. If I'm waffling shite, let me know. Leave a comment as per. And yeah, let's get to talking. I'll leave a pinned comment as always. Please like and subscribe to the video. It helps with the algorithm and all that nonsense. I'm not really that clued up on YouTube, but if you just hit the like button, maybe give me a wee subscription as well, that would be nice. And yeah, your thoughts on that fight, Crocker and Donovan, let me know.